Hey there, hunters. Coming at you today with a new game. I am playing Torchlight Infinite. I've always been a fan of the Torchlight franchise. I had played some of the closed betas before, and now that we are finally in open beta, I wanted to give it a good shot. So, before I had a lot of fun playing the dwarf guy, the summoner, and right now I am. Let's see, what level am I? It doesn't even tell me what level I am. I'm like level 73 or 74. Um, I'm in endgame. I finished the axe, and I'm playing this uh, melee summoner basically. So I went got a machinist, and steel vanguard. These are basically just like the three generic choices, but this was just minion damage, minion speed, crit, etc. This one's cool. It's like his minions stat scaling. This part might be busted. I don't know because it's like 1% damage for 50 strength versus 1% crit for every 5 int. I don't know. I have almost the same int and strength, so that seems pretty strong. Let's see. Skill level, damage. I went for the attack speed and cast speed, then plus 3 levels. Then machinist is basically the same thing, just minion damage, minion life. This one had some cool ones. So adding fizz, chance to bleed, and then armor pen is pretty significant. Well, my minions are doing pure physical damage, so with this, then a couple other talents and supports, I have about an 80% chance to ignore armor, which is pretty massive. Let's see, double damage, and then plus 1 troops, and plus 1 troops again, and minion aggressiveness. So yeah, 50% chance to ignore armor. So the plus 1 troops are important because there is a 6 minion unit cap. So at most you can have 6 minions. Normally, like you can mix it up. You could use the spider tanks. You could use some of the ghost things. But I found that these machine guards, the melee golems, just absolutely wreck face. So right now I've got two 5 link machine golems. This guy, I'm testing some stuff out. I'm not sure if this, like, is a debuff that applies to everybody, but it seems pretty good because it reduces the target's evasion and they take more crit damage. So that seems pretty good. Um, but then for these guys, I'm doing mechanical modification, which makes them bigger, gives them a ton of damage, but then reduces the number of units you can have. So if I didn't have all those plus 1 synthetic soldiers, I wouldn't be able to run uh, 3 sets of super golems. But then I just use multi-strike, um, armor pen, and what I'm trying to figure out is the wording in this game because I come from Path of Exile, so I'm used to like increased versus more for scaling, right? But in this game, there's additional damage, there's just damage, there's more damage, there's extra damage. So I'm really trying to like figure out what the big multipliers are. This one seemed like a pretty cool support, so it consumes 3% of your life, gives you extra attack speed, and then physical damage equal to supporting missing life is added to skills. So I don't know exactly how this works, but my minions have a lot of damage, so adding percent of their life to damage is good. Then I just use Dark Gate, which is basically Convocation. It pulls my minions to me and gives them a big damage boost. And then this is just my Blink mobility skill. Then I am running 6 auras actually, so I'm using seal conversion to make my flat cost auras go on my life. So I'm running life regen, movement speed, and evasion. This is all going onto my life pool. And then on my mana pool, I have extra physical and attack speed, crit damage, and AoE, super strong, and of course armor. So I have a little bit of my life reserved, about 800, and then most of my mana. I feel pretty safe doing this because I basically built my character to be extremely tanky, and I very rarely take big hits. So I think I can get away with sacrificing 800 health. Now, something else I'm doing here is I went for Steel Vanguard, which gives me 20% aura effect per type of aura. So when I have 6 auras, that's 120% aura effect. I'm also going to get some aura effect over here once I keep leveling up. But if you go to the character screen, you can see I have a ton of armor, ton of evasion. Let's see. Yeah. Big life regen. So I'm still kind of testing, but I think like auras are pretty strong in this game. In terms of items, this is basically just stuff that I found while leveling. I managed to find 2 of these, which is pretty cool. So it gets me strength and int, a whole bunch of minion damage, minion life. The only downside is it costs 10% of my life every time I use a minion skill, but I have so much regen it hardly matters. And then this gives my minions 6% life regen, so they're able to totally sustain the life cost for that one support. And of course, I'm also giving them regen. And the rest of this was just good armor pieces with regen, life. These I need to change. I just needed to use because they had 19 energy, but I need to get a better pair of boots here. So yeah, it's a fun game. I'm still trying to figure things out. This is what the end game looks like. So there are these different areas you go to, and then you kill 5 of these, and you can fight a boss, and you get these shard things. And then once you get enough, you can unlock the next area. And then the more you can complete these areas multiple times. So basically, every time you kill the Watcher on that tier, then you can go to the next tier. But you need to have keys from the previous tier to do that one. So I don't know exactly how it works, but I'm just figuring it out. So let me show you how this guy plays in maps. It's pretty fun. I was initially using the spiders, but these guys just multi-strike and charge is just so powerful. So you can see my life regen super fast, and then we basically just run through the map. So these minions are super aggressive. They charge straight to the edge of the screen. They all overlap with all of their hits. They're ignoring the majority of the armor. And I'm not sure if it's really best to just run straight through and go to the boss, or to, I don't know, farming monsters for XP, because there's no real cost to opening these on the lower tiers. So it's probably more money, or more XP rather, to be just clearing them. But I don't know, the completion just feels pretty good. And dash having a really low cooldown is great. Yeah, the way my special works is it takes a few seconds to charge up, and all my guys have that buff. You see that? And then it gives them just a ton of damage, attack speed, etc. And whenever they kill something, they'll trigger it. But also every time I use a minion skill, it will also trigger it. So, we can see just completely melts bosses. Admittedly, I outlevel this a little bit. But it's really safe. The minions taunt. I forgot how they're doing that, but they taunt, they stun, and I can just kind of run in circles while they kill everything. And then there's this V key that you can spam to summon more monsters. Pretty cool. But yeah, so far, I put 12 hours in yesterday. The first day it came out. So it's a fun game. I like the world. I like the animations. Still trying to figure out the whole trading thing. They have an auction house, which is cool. Ooh, did I make some sales? Yo, I made some sales. That's cool. What's this? Why isn't it going away? The UI is not the best, but it's a mobile game, so really, what can you do? Crafting is pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff to figure out in this game, because like you use these things, these crystals, but it's like, where the fuck do you get these? And then the ones you use to trade with are like completely different. I don't even think like they're in your inventory. So there's a lot of question marks in this game, but it's fun, and I like this character, and kind of bored of PoE, so this is going to be a fun game to play for a few weeks. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be making some more videos. I imagine I'll play this character for a while, or until I get bored, but if I make any big changes, I'll make a new video. I want to make a new character, I'll make a new video, but I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so feel free to drop in, say hi. If you, if I'm doing anything completely wrong, please let me know. I appreciate any input. Some people went a lot harder on the closed betas than I did, so more knowledge, more power. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the Nether Realm.